Hey everyone, Gretchen Wegner here. And I want to know, have you ever taken a test and somewhere in the midst of taking that test, you drew a blank? There's a question you absolutely could not answer. It just felt impossible. What do you do? I have a client who had a similar situation. This was the essay portion of the test, and when he got to the essay question, it was just like, I can't answer the question. The question refers to some readings. I don't think I did the readings. I just can't answer it. And so he totally just left it blank. And then, of course, the professor, this is a college student, actually asked to see him afterwards and says, what's about this question? Why didn't you say anything here? And this client and I were talking about, well, did he do the right thing by not answering the question and totally forfeiting the 40 points or whatever it was that question was worth? Or was there something else that he could have done instead? So I offered two ideas. The first idea was, at the very least, maybe write the professor a note and say, oh my goodness, I simply don't remember anything. I'm gonna have to leave this question blank. My apologies. The reason I like that idea, and I'd be curious if you're a teacher or professor listening to this, do you think this is a good idea? The reason I suggest it is so many students of mine are intimidated to reach out and create any kind of a personal relationship with their professors. And so anything that will help, create a little bit of a connection between the student and the professor is a good thing, I think. And so that little private note just written on your final exam helps build that connection. Now, the other thing that I recommend is just doing your best to write anything you know about the topic. Like maybe you don't remember that particular reading that the question is asking about, but the question probably does reveal a word or two or a concept or two that the professor wants you to be reflecting about. So why don't you just close your eyes for a moment, imagine that word in front of you, imagine that concept, and just notice, what do I know about that concept? If you have a scratch piece of paper, you could even draw a little, I'm sorry, I don't have a whiteboard with me right now, but draw maybe a little web map or a map of just concepts. What are concepts related to that concept? What is anything you know about that? And then just write an essay about what you do know. You could even tell the professor, I don't feel qualified to answer this, but I am going to tell you what I know. And then just let yourself go for a while, and you might be surprised. Many of us are verbal processors, and just in the habit of writing things out, information starts to come back to us. If you've ever had that experience before, I would love to know. Or if you try this tip, I would love to be told how it worked out for you. You can comment below, or you can email me at gretchen@gretchenwegner.com. Have a great semester. Bye.